told my mom and sister about him, and now they're a family thing.
Listen.
It's the perfect breakfast bite. Breakfast starts with chicken
Hear
nuggets
that?
and simply orange juice on the Chick-fil-A app. Real customer paid for.
Do you hear that picking? That picking tickles the oil on your spinal cord. George Thorogood says, scratch my back, baby. AC/DC says, up and down your spine, because what they're playing is tickling and it's vibrating that oil, and it sends a signal to the brain, to the cerebrum, the most high God. And it says, yes, I love that music. Getting motivated. Yes, I'm going to go buy that chicken biscuit. Just because I keep hearing this shit over and over and over and over and over again. It's just like in any of the syndicated what word am I looking for? The Dateline, 60 Minutes and stuff. See, the mind is so captivated by these fake tones and sounds. Oh yeah, everything every human has ever heard right now has been fake. That's why they can't get out of it. That's why everything introduced, like through these TVs and shit, when it's introduced, their ear, oh, it's attention time. I'm going to be attentive now because it's coming through there. Because ever since I've been a fucking child, that's all I've heard. A child imitates everything that they see and hear for the first 7 years. So it shouldn't be hard to see how Disney is nothing but fake bright colors. And then now we're going to do this to children. You want to be in that dinner over here and go get your little flag right here of all the rainbow colors. Do you see? And then they've been eating cereal with all these colors on them forever. You know what I mean? Playing with toys and these little dummy toys. I'm not in this world no more. I guess y'all can tell that by now. And hopefully you're not. Look at that. Look at what it's healing. Look at what them salts, and I know they heal the same way, but man, that was crazy how where it popped, my finger popped like a zit, and I just stuffed it back down in there and put duct tape and everything else over it. And it was like, God. And then truthfully, one of them wasn't as bad as what I thought, but it was bad. But I still went and played 2 days later golf with my dad. None of them know. They just seen, duct tape on it. They have no idea what's under it. Anyways, it's the repetition, okay? The system that they've created, it's not hard to see. All they do is repeat. Just repeat it. Just say it over and over. Because listen, we can tie in cologne. Anything you put on is part of the components, the ingredients for a ritual of black magic sorcery work. Can you drink it? No, you can't. So, and then because you have to have fragrances and scent and smell in order for certain spirits to be attracted. And you'll say this, that's not real. Then why can't you listen? Why can't you look up? Why can't you put the phone down? To all Christians and religions, whatever Bible or book it is you have, you give your gadget more time than you give your God. Based off of what you've seen and heard. You've always seen these pastors and preachers and heard them. You go do it. Look, they're not real. You ought to hear what they say in Nefarious. Listen, we can't say it enough. Oh, I'm going to speak in code. He says this. When they're talking about Jesus, the demon says that was our biggest mistake. Now, I ain't going to say anything else. But then you got to know about Constantine. You've got to know about, his supposed wife wasn't going to go along with faking Christianity and lying because she knew what would happen way down the road to where we are now. So he just I think he boiled them. I don't know. There's a bunch of stuff in here, but And then if you really, I don't know, I don't see it though. And then they talk about the priest, which is not the priest that you think you know of, the priest of Baal. If we're going to talk about like reincarnation, they said for what Constantine did, he'd have to be reincarnated however many times just to make up for what he did. But I don't know what they mean by reincarnated however many times, because when you get into Egypt, you know what all that shit is? Listen, that's the unseen. Every bit of that is, and it was everywhere, but that's what we keep telling you. It's the unseen. That's the unseen beings through God, speaking through physical form, creating all that to make us never forget. And what the fuck did they do? They destroyed the rest of the world and left it, and then said, aliens did it. Do you know what where the word alien comes from? Do you know what banks have? They have liens. A lien. So back a long time ago when the Mexicans were coming over here from south, the Saturnian Bank, they couldn't tax them because they wasn't documented yet. So they had to put a lien on them. 2 words, and now alien. Oh, there it is. Hey, you're crazy, man. I have played with every space toy that's ever made. Yes, I have. I have too. I went to space camp fucking twice. We have pictures of the Huntsville Rocket Space Center. And even just looking at the pictures, it's like, yeah. Listen, we did a lot of studying on vacuum. Dude, I've watched, not hundreds, but I've watched dozens of hours of these fake physicists and engineers. They're trying to create, you know, in a chamber, like, there's no flame. A flame cannot happen in a vacuum. It can't, it won't, it never will. I mean, if you can't look up, then that's the other thing too. It's flames can't work. And then to watch them manipulate it in order to work. Oh, there it goes. After they've added what you can't add. It's fucking hilarious. And these are the biggest nerds. Like, not even nerds. They have nothing. These are the #1 kids meal player with every fuck. They got all the kids meal toys in their room still as they was a child. That's the ones that NASA hires. And that's the one that gets to run around each little bitty town they're from, and everybody go, he works for NASA. Matt's fucking crazy. He's got toys in his fucking room. So, yeah, I know, and you do too. Black magic sorcery, baby. That's some shit for y'all to think about today. You don't have to think about it. Just look. There it is. There's pictures and images everywhere. If all these images and pictures were of the Zodiac, you would know who you are. But you just don't. I love you.